Ever since its inception, the NFL has given us over a century's worth of memorable moments, games, and heroes. Many of these memories happened in Week 1 and set the tone for many exciting seasons over the years. In today's video, we're looking at some of the most memorable Week 1 games in NFL history. Whether it was an eye-popping performance that stuffed the stat sheet, a future Hall of Famer's debut game, or anything in between, we've got you covered here at Red Zone Rush. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like and subscribe button for more great content. Let's get into it. Starting off with Patrick Mahomes' second career start. Sometimes it takes a while for franchise quarterbacks to make a name for themselves, but that certainly wasn't the case for Patrick Mahomes. In Week 1 of the 2018 season, Mahomes put the rest of the NFL on notice as he led the Chiefs to a 38-28 shootout win over the LA Chargers. Mahomes may have only made his second career start that day, but you wouldn't know it by how well he played. He already looked like the gunslinger we all know by the stat line he posted. All he did was throw for 256 yards and 4 touchdowns while posting a quarterback rating of 127.5. But even though his time with Kansas City got off to a fantastic start, Mahomes didn't do it by himself. While he was still with the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill hauled in 3 touchdowns, including a young gunslinger's first career touchdown pass, a 58-yard bomb. Following the game, Mahomes earned AFC Offensive Player of the Week honors, the first of many throughout his career. While he still has many years left in the league, that coming out party against the Chargers marked the true beginning of an eventual Hall of Fame career. An MVP-worthy performance. Just like Patrick Mahomes did in Week 1 of the 2018 season, Lamar Jackson also showed the rest of the NFL what he was capable of when the Baltimore Ravens took on the Miami Dolphins to open 2019. Almost every successful quarterback in the NFL has to be a skilled passer if they want to have a long career in the league. And up until this game, Jackson had only been known to live off the busted play and burn defenses with his legs. But whether he heard the naysayers or not, Jackson put on a show for the ages as he torched Miami. He went 17-20 for 324 yards and 5 touchdowns, while posting a perfect passer rating of 158.3 in Baltimore's lopsided 59-10 blowout of the Dolphins. While he was diplomatic about the win after the game, Lamar did indeed use his haters as fuel when he said 6 simple words. Not bad for a running back. Even though the Dolphins were in rebuilding mode in 2019, that game helped the Ravens set or break several franchise records. Jackson and the Ravens set a new franchise record for points in a half with 42, as well as an NFL record for the most points in a first half of a Week 1 game. They also broke franchise records for the most points in a game with 59, and most yards in a game with 643. But most importantly, that record-breaking day helped serve as a springboard to Jackson's MVP season. He not only led the Ravens to a fantastic 14-2 season and the AFC North title, but he also showed why he's one of the most electrifying players to ever touch a football. The Manning Bowl. Sibling rivalry. For those of you with siblings, it's practically a guarantee that you wanted to beat your brother or sister at something at least once in your life. But how many siblings can say they've beaten their brother in an NFL game? Before hoisting his first Lombardi trophy in 2006, Peyton Manning led the Colts into a Week 1 battle against his younger brother Eli and the New York Giants. The game, dubbed the Manning Bowl, lived up to the hype, as the Colts edged the Giants to take home the 26-21 win. Peyton Manning went 25-41 for 276 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. On the other side of things, Eli went 20-34 for 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. But even after beating little brother, Peyton had nothing but good things to say about Eli in his post-game interview. "I told him I loved him," Peyton said. "I enjoyed watching him play in person. He's every bit as good as he looked on TV. He's going to be a great player in this league for a long time. I'm proud to even be related to the guy. I'm proud to be his brother." And even though they were both professional football players trying their hardest to lead their teams to victory in a big game, Peyton was aware of the gravity of the moment. It was almost surreal to him that he was playing against his own little brother. It kind of hit me in the pregame when I was out there talking to someone. "I see this guy walk by and it was my brother," he said. "I found myself watching him during warm-ups. I was peeking at him during the national anthem. It was kind of neat to be on the same field as him, knowing that's my little brother out there." Spygate. Not every Week 1 game is memorable in a good way. This next one on our list is Exhibit A. The 2007 Patriots season is remembered for 2 things: The New England Patriots nearly joining the 72 Dolphins as the only perfect team in NFL history, and Spygate. While what happened between the Patriots and the Jets on the field on September 9, 2007 wasn't all that memorable, Spygate will live in NFL infamy forever. The Patriots blew out the Jets by a score of 38-14, but several members of the Jets staff caught Patriots scouts filming their defensive signals during the game. Taping a team is not illegal as long as it's done within areas that the NFL has designated for this purpose. But the league brought the hammer down hard on Bill Belichick and the Pats after Spygate was discovered. The NFL fined the team $250,000 and took away their first-round pick for the 2008 draft. Belichick himself was slapped with a $500,000 fine. And depending on if you're a Patriot hater, perhaps New England losing to the Giants in Super Bowl 42 was a dose of karma from the football gods. Whatever you feel about Spygate, there's no denying that one of the most memorable and controversial scandals in NFL history all started from an ordinary Week 1 game back in September 2007. Brady vs. Manning 2004. Tom Brady and Peyton Manning are two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. And every time these living legends squared off against each other from 2001 to 2015, we all held our collective breath and wondered who would make the big play to come out on top. One of the greatest chapters of this epic rivalry came in Week 1 of the 2004 season. The Patriots were coming off their second Super Bowl win with Tom Brady under center, while the Colts were looking for revenge against New England, since the Pats had beaten them in the AFC Championship the previous year. But the chance to get revenge would slip away from Indy, as Tom Brady had one of his many all-time great performances, going 26-38 for 335 yards and 3 touchdowns. Manning had a solid day, going 16-29 for 256 yards and 2 touchdowns. But when it came for the Colts to make a play when it mattered most, they couldn't do it. A pair of turnovers really hurt the Colts, but they were able to pull within striking distance at the very end of the game. They were down by just 3, 27-24, with 24 seconds left, when Mike Vanderjagt came on to attempt a game-tying field goal. Unfortunately for Indy, Vanderjagt shanked the kick, and the Pats won their 16th straight game, and Tom Brady won yet another epic contest in his rivalry with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's 7-touchdown game. Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson definitely balled out on opening day, but perhaps no one put on a greater Week 1 show than Peyton Manning did back in 2013. After a solid first season with Denver in 2012, Peyton Manning kicked things up several notches to open the 2013 season against Joe Flacco and the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The game was delayed for 33 minutes because of a lightning storm, but apparently, the Broncos and Peyton Manning found a way to bottle some of that lightning, as they throttled Baltimore by a final score of 49-27. Put on one of the most electrifying offensive displays in NFL history. Manning went 27-42 for 462 yards and 7 touchdowns. No, these aren't Madden numbers, and that's not a mistake. It was merely the first game of a record-setting season for the Hall of Fame gunslinger. After starting off 2013 with such an explosive performance, Manning continued to absolutely torch opposing defenses and light up the scoreboard like a Christmas tree. When all was said and done, he threw for 5,477 yards and 55 touchdowns. Both still stand as NFL single-season records to this day. Unfortunately for Denver, their explosiveness eventually ran out, as they lost Super Bowl 48 badly to the Seattle Seahawks by a final score of 43-8. But even with the loss, one of the greatest individual seasons in the history of the NFL all started thanks to Peyton Manning putting on a Week 1 show for the ages. While there have been many great Week 1 performances in games in NFL history, obviously we couldn't include every single one in this video. But which ones do you think should have made the cut, and why? Let us know about your favorite ones in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like and subscribe button for more great content. From all of us here at Red Zone Rush, thanks for watching.